G'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life. And on my time with this channel, I've reviewed a lot of high performance BMWs, everything from the 335i to the M3, but I've never reviewed a high performance diesel BMW. And there are a number of reasons for that. They don't sound particularly good. They don't smell particularly good, and the power delivery comes in one great big lump from 2,000 to 4,000 RPM, and after that there's really no point in revving it out. But the owner of this 335D Touring, Jack, has tried to convince me that no, diesel BMWs do have a place in the performance BMW catalogue, and today we're here to see if that's the case. Putting the engine aside, the exterior styling on these E91 3 Series Tourings in my mind is one of BMW's finest, especially an LCI M Sport one like this. The lines going up the bonnet, the double slat grills that Jack's added onto this one, the more aggressive M Sport bumper, and very cool looking headlights with the angel eyes and the LED indicators makes the front end look really aggressive. He's put 19-inch M2 replica wheels on it, which fit really nicely thanks to this car also having lowering springs, and round the back with the LED brake lights, the LED indicators, and the big twin exhausts. Aside from the badge, it really does just look like a 335i Touring, but of course you can tell it apart from the tractor startup sound and the second rego label up here for the road user charges with it being a diesel. The 335D has a 3-litre turbocharged inline 6 diesel. It's known as the M57 D30 TU2. Interestingly, BMW used the older M57 diesel engine, in theory just because it was a stronger engine for making more power. And power it does make. It's got 210 kilowatt or 282 horsepower that it makes at just 4,400 RPM and 580 Newton meters. So it is certainly a powerhouse. It also has a tune which pushes it up somewhere north of 260 kilowatt and 850 Newton meters of torque. In this particular one, it's going through a ZF 6-speed automatic transmission, and power is going to the rear wheels. The interior is typical E90 era interior. Even back in 2010, you could have a car with keyless entry, leather seats, auto lights, a screen up here. It truly was a very much ahead of the time car. And this is why I've always argued that I think BMWs are such a great buy, because yeah, you might have to spend a little bit more on maintenance, but for the money, you're getting a car that costs $150,000 new. So for the money, the features that you get in something like this is truly remarkable. There's a few other cool things it has too, like the split opening tailgate, which is really handy just to pop the glass and grab things out of the boot. And there is a decent amount of room in the back seats. It's a pretty practical, reasonably well built and very well laid out, easy to use, very feature rich interior. Driving the 335D. Oh, it is punchy. There is no denying that. Oh, it is a strong engine. And compared with the 123D, which Jack also owns, that I compared with my 130i recently, this, it actually makes quite a nice noise. Oh yeah, you can see how if you wanted to tow like a massive boat with this thing, it would have no issues at all. It's kind of funny because you're used to a normal car that makes 800 and something Newton meters also makes like 600 horsepower, you know, whereas this only makes 350 horsepower, and so it has the torque but without the power, so it's kind of a funny power delivery where it's just all mid-range. Throw it into a corner like this, the steering feels excellent, just like with my 130i. It handles the lumps and bumps in the roads really nicely. Why do people buy SUVs when you can buy a car like this that has the practicality of an SUV and the ability to pull things like an SUV, but it drives like a car? On a nice smooth flowing corner like this, it just holds the road beautifully. And then on the power, oh yeah. So, the E91 335D. is a bit of a rocket, I'm not gonna lie. And it just makes for a fantastic drive. You can just turn it in, get on the power. And for a diesel family wagon, it's a really great car. It would do everything very well. And if you don't drive it like an 8 like now, it'll do like 6 litres per 100k, because of course it's a diesel. And I've got a smile on my face. It's fun. So it's a great car. I definitely recommend it. And I will look forward to seeing you again next time. That was some rubbing at the front.